She always waited by the window. Every evening just before sunset, she pulled the curtain aside, watching, hoping the world moved on around her. Cars rushing by, people, street life, frequency life. But her eyes were fixed on one thing, the part he used to take home. He had left with promises. I won't be long, he said, his voice steady, his hands warm against hers. But time had a way of stretching promises. Things changed, the letters grew fewer. But then one day they stopped coming altogether. People told her to move on. He's not coming back. They said it with pity, with certainty. But they didn't know him the way she did. Still, she waited. Some nights were harder than others. The silence of the empty house could feel louder than any goodbye. She would sit by the window, tracing old letters with her fingertips, whispering the words he once wrote. I dream of coming home. She held on to that sentence like it was a lifeline. Then came tonight. The sky burned in shades of gold and crimson, the air thick with the scent of rain. She sighed, ready to close the windows, when something caught her eyes. A shadow at the end of the street. A figure standing still as if afraid to take another step. Her breath caught in her throat. He was older now, thinner. His shadow slightly hunched from the weight of years he hadn't been part of. But it was him. She knew it the way she knew her own heartbeat. For a moment, neither of them moved. He looked at her with hesitation, as if afraid she had forgotten, afraid she had stopped waiting. But she hadn't. She never had. Slowly, she stepped aside. One foot in front of the other. The distance between them shrinking with each heartbeat. And when she finally reached him, he spoke, his voice rough and uncertain. I didn't think you'd still be here. She smiled, her eyes shimmering with the weight of all the waiting, all the longing. I told you, she whispered. I wouldn't be long. And just like that, the time started again.